history. Know your history, because the more you deny it, the fact is it remains to be history. It's uncomfortable, but it's history. The sad thing is we are so divided among the nations or countries or communities that have and are still oppressed out of the atrocities that have been committed for many centuries. And the sad story is, instead of being able to look at each other and respect one another of the same community or races, or we still hate each other. We push each other down. We fight over anything and everything. The places that we live or we reside, still violent. We want to accept all manner of trash. That is the content we listen to. We say we uplift one another, but the music we listen to, the type of conversations we engage in, pretty sure a dark side of everything. We want to justify that this is based on the pain that we endured. But you forget one thing: that is not how you outgrow pain. That's not how you outgrow the issues of life. Bringing your fellow person down, arguing over anything and everything that your lips can just open your mouth and say, fighting and shunning others because they don't have the same opinion, bringing someone down because they've decided to settle down with some of our different races, or they live in a different country or community or nation, or they've even been integrated or found favor. Instead of looking and being able to appreciate one another, you want to kick someone down. If someone celebrates another person's culture or country or something, someone is like, oh, you guys are busy taking yourself out there to be seen and to be known. And when you are told, okay, fine, since you have a big mouth, do something about it, you can't. Celebrating how to be executioners of the ones in the womb and saying, it's not me, I didn't do it, but you did it. You celebrate it. You talk about it out there as if it's something to put, to have an award on. Or some deciding that they are good at planting seeds and throwing seeds everywhere, and as if children were just born on trees, and saying, I am this. Being a deadbeat doesn't make you a man. You should look back and ask yourself, what nonsense are you doing? Others believing they can have multiple partners so that you can be seen that you're powerful and mighty. No, you're not. You're weak. Go back. Put your life and house in order. Just because you have many children doesn't mean those children are okay. There are children among those children who are being burdened to be parents. They should never have been. And for the women, those who are saying, it's your body, your choice in terms of you can do and harm those within, and then claim benefits and all that stuff because you can do whatever you want. No one is winning. Everyone is fighting over candy, fighting over junk food, fighting over food, just regular food, fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. And we become the biggest joke. The places that people live has the highest insecurity. But you want to blame the person on the other side. You want to look in within yourself and ask yourself, how are we becoming the better version of ourselves? And the hatred continues. If you see a couple who want to have a healthy relationship, you're all waiting. Oh, let them break up. Let's celebrate. When a child is doing something wrong and someone is saying, yo, this is wrong. No, you don't know anything. Have yours. We become our own enemies. We become the ones who chain ourselves. It's quite interesting when you see how people of the same color and the same race, specifically the marginalized groups, specifically those who have the painful history of being oppressed, they become the oppressors. They celebrate things they shouldn't celebrate. You start materialism becomes the path, and taking more debt so that you could be seen and justifying it becomes a norm, which should never be. And those who choose to be the better versions, to study, to work, to get things right, are frowned upon because it's easy to be in the mud, but it's hard to see someone want to get clean because that starts to challenge the norm, starts to challenge the mentality, and you start bringing each other down. Well, all we could have done is hold each other together. We are people of different countries and nations. It doesn't hurt to want to learn someone, even within the same country, divided by ethnicity, divided by religion, divided by opinions, divided by politicians, divided. But let's look at it this way. When you look at a building, how many people put up that building, exclusive of the contractors and the workers? The cement, the stone, all these other ingredients that will make up that building. There are people of different races, ethnicities, who come together for a common good. They're able to put up the infrastructure. They're able to put up, to create things that no one would have invented. They invent things they couldn't have. Do you think when they're doing that, they're busy asking themselves, what's your this, what's your this? So no, you have a common good. Let's say, for example, it's an accident that has happened. Do people start saying, tell me your tribe, tell me your race? No, someone is involved in an accident. People run and try to save them as fast as they can. We can be the better version of ourselves. It's just a matter of choice. Yes, the chains of history are real. The chains of history are painful, but we don't have to live by the chains that were once put on us. We cannot celebrate seeing one being harmed. Things like DV, seeing one person being harmed, and then it's a celebration. If the women are being harmed, the men are, yay, that's the woman, how she dressed. If it's a man who's being harmed, the women are like, oh yeah, oh, those men is proud of that queen. Queen what? King what? All this nonsense for what? It's all fun and games until it's someone close to you, or wait, it is you. So much division, so much hatred, so much sometimes you look back and I laugh. Sometimes you see someone, whether you're the same color of the skin, they are maybe of a different country, whether they went to their country voluntarily or involuntarily. The way they'll treat you, like you're a lesser person, like, oh, you guys, you're poor. I'm thinking, yo, you have the same color of my skin. Hush it. You're just the same. You may be of a different culture. You may be born and raised in that country, but damn, we have the same color of our skin. So chill out, take some water and drink and be humble, kindly. You see it when someone, let's say you are working together, or let's say you are both jobless, and then someone moves up, gets a good job or a business. All of a sudden, they're driving a car. They're like, I don't do mud, I don't do dust. But you're thinking, hold up, my brother, hold up, my sister. That high horse, oof, it can't fall. There's so much good we can do by helping each other. There's so much way we can promote each other. We want to promote brands that are out there, but one person close to you is building up something. The first thing, you want to shut them down. Sometimes you go to customer service. There are those who are good, but there are those, my God, terrible. Because of the same skin color, and you go and you are going to, let's say, purchase an item, and they will look you up, look at the phone, and treat you like you're nobody. I remember my experience last year before surgery and after surgery. And I remember what I went through because of just the color of my skin. And we are the same color of the skin. And I'm thinking, wow, just wow. There's so much hatred, self-hatred, that you look back and ask yourself, hold up, am I tripping? But realize it's real. Just because you have been elevated, whether it's a career, whether it's business, whether you live in a foreign land, you can't change the color of your skin. There are things that will remain. You can change your name. You can even bleach if you want to. You still remain to have the same history, and you still remain to have the same roots. Doesn't make any difference. If I take an apple and I color it and make it yellow, green, purple, man, it's still a damn apple. The question is, why not love one another and shun this hatred? Why not accept that, yes, we may be different by cultures, we may be different by the continents, we may be different by so many things. What if we found a common ground? What if we sat together and appreciated the uniqueness of all these different cultures? What if we respected each other's boundaries? What if we celebrated one another instead of bringing each other's down? Because look at some of these organizations that claim to care about people of the same community. Who are the board of directors? Who are these other people? They're not of that country. They're not of that nation. But we can't sit together and talk. We can be the change that we want. Choices. Can you stop hating? Learn to love. Appreciate the difference. It doesn't hurt.